Hey everyone, welcome to a garden update video. So yeah, it's been a while. So the first part of this video was filmed in August 23 and then I got sick, and then the last part of the video is now. I've just filmed to show you guys where we're at, and I'll come back and chat to you then. So yes, it's August 2023 and I'm still on the gardening hype and of course chasing all the clearance items for flowers and veggies, because my theory was if something happens and I lose some of my crop, it's not going to matter. Oh, this was a belated birthday gift as well, because I was figuring that I could be able to keep on top of a whole lot of stuff, because we used to have a gardener with NDIS and he ended up leaving his business, so we were on our own for a little while there, and we didn't do a very good job with that either. It's a story for another time. So also the idea was that buying things on clearance, like I said, if they didn't take off very well, it wouldn't be such a big thing. Clearly I must have put that out there to the universe, because I got sick very soon after I planted all of this, but I was super happy with what I had accomplished. This is my strawberry patch and I was so proud of this, because everything that I have here, it was given to me by the Buy Nothing group, and I thought I'm so going to look after these plants because I haven't paid anything for them, and it's going to be a great opportunity to try and grow strawberries. I'm going to be really happy. I got some brown onion little seedlings from Bunnings as well for like 50 cents, and I planted them and I was watering them quite often, and they were growing quite well for a little while there, which is really good. This is a carrot bed and I actually did get a few tiny little carrots out of it. I just don't have any footage of it. This is the main big garden bed that's near the old chicken shed, and there's an olive tree, so olives tend to drop down over it, which is something I probably need to look at in the future. The green bin here, we've been just digging up some weeds and some other bits and pieces, which you can see here, and then we put them in the bin, and then we wait for a couple of days, and then it was kind of starting to compact down. We do put the bin out for the council recycling as well, but while the opportunity is there to get rid of it for free, we will. I know that people are saying, oh, turn it into compost, but I just don't have any more time or energy at this point in time to be dealing with it, and I'm just trying to sort of clean things and then move on, if that makes sense. Because if I go, oh, I'll keep this for compost, then this is another project that I'm never going to get around doing it. We have the compost bin type section that's there, but that needs some effort cleaning out because a whole lot of stuff got dumped in there. Yeah, it's a whole long thing. So this is where we had a whole mound, an area of dirt as well, and I'm just digging up most of that because it was originally all the dirt that was in the bed, because the bed was much higher. I'm going to see if I can get some before photos in another update video, and we dumped all the dirt to the side, and so now I'm digging it up to put it back into the beds to help raise them up, so then when I eventually get some good quality topsoil, I'm not going to need a whole lot, and I can just sort of cover up the beds. We did a hugelkultur method, so the bottom of the beds are filled with massive logs and twigs and sticks and things like that, so compared with the dirt that's in there, it's probably not a lot compared with what we first pulled out of there. This was about a week later with the carrots, and we've been watering every day, like I said, and they were growing really well. The following week I had booked a hard rubbish collection to start getting rid of some of the stuff that was in here. I'm really happy that I did that because that's just one less thing off of my list, and as I said, it's just doing stuff, little bits and pieces all the time and getting ahead. If this is all I managed to get done today, I was fine with it. The weather was absolutely shocking today. It was August, it was pretty much banger winter, so I got as much cleared out as I could, put it on the roadside, and then that went. And I figured I had the chance to do another hard rubbish booking, which I would do in a couple of weeks. I was starting to just collect stuff and put it in the driveway. Oh, this was all of it on the side of the road, and it was gone by the next day. So this is a couple of weeks later and we've got some cauliflower that's starting to grow, so that's super exciting. We did have another piece in there and something came along and ate it. That was so funny. And here's our flowers, and they're starting to grow really well. And our lettuce, I'm so excited for this lettuce growing. It looks so good. I'm super happy. I feel like I've actually accomplished something. There's our broccoli that's also in the bed, and look at this cauliflower. I picked it because it was a yellow cheddar cauliflower, and I picked some things to grow just for fun. I know they say don't grow things you wouldn't normally eat, but I don't know how well some of this is gonna grow, so I figured let's just have some fun while we're here, because why not? And we got a purple carrot as well that you would have probably seen earlier, so we put that all in there. And it's probably really hard to see, but the brown onion that I planted is actually starting to grow. It's just really hard to see. The flowers again are going well. This is a couple of weeks later again, and the strawberry patch is going really well as well. I'm obviously also a very good gardener because I've managed to grow mushrooms. Don't worry, I didn't feed them to anybody. It's a couple of weeks later again, and we've headed to Bunnings because I had some spare time, and of course I wanted to find some more clearance things, but probably things that we'd actually grow to eat because I am running out of room. So I picked up this cabbage because it was on clearance for like 50 cents. Kira said she'd like to try some homemade kimchi, so I thought, yes, let's grow a cabbage, we can do that. I saw this line that my mum would really like, so she can buy that herself once I saw the price tag. But it looks so good for where it was. And then having a look at all the other veggies that were here and just deciding down the future what I could plant. Tomato bushes, these were an awesome price. I really ummed and ahed about buying some. And look at these gorgeous flowers. I love them so much. So tempted. Anyway, we got a couple of things. Oh, we did get tomato plants. I completely forgot. So we're going to head home. And welcome to now. So as you can see, the neighbors have nearly finished building their house, and they're at the stage that they would like to replace the fence. The issue is I can't do anything up the back like I was planning, because when they put the fence down, they need to do some clearing on either side. So I don't want them disturbing anything that I do put down like the next door neighbors did with their fencing. So I'm just kind of waiting for that to happen. But this is where the disaster is. So this massive tree that I used to keep on top of has grown completely crazy. It started from a seedling that ended up in like the side compost, and it's just grown and grown. It's about 10 years old, so yeah, it's really taken off, and I need to really get in there and hack at it. But again, it's just physically another one of those things. Hubby just doesn't like gardening at all. So this was the garden bed. I think we had a couple of cauliflowers in there and some other bits and pieces. I have no idea what these plants are. Some things I'm sure are weeds, absolutely. And I had a look. I know that is a weed. This thing probably is a flower or something, I don't know. This, I am convinced, is the broccoli that I planted now that I've looked back at old footage. How good is that? Our cheesy cauliflower did not survive, but I grew broccoli. It's probably unedible. Don't worry, I'm not planning on eating it, but I thought that I'd pull it out. So how good are we? We grew broccoli that we can't eat. Do you know what? I'm pretty proud of that. But anyway, moving on to the next garden bed. I'm pretty sure this was the strawberry patch that is null and void. It's probably what I'm most disappointed about. I really thought I was onto a winner. I can grow grass though, apparently. So I am really impressed though with how less or minimal weeds there are in here. So obviously doing the mulching and stuff worked pretty well. But yeah, I do need to get in here and de-weed the bigger things that are here. This was our flower bed with the spring onions, and I started picking out this before I filmed, but look, oh, this is brown onion, sorry. I managed to grow a brown onion. I'm so impressed. And there's a couple of other tiny little bulbs in the ground that's here. So nothing else really substantial that I could say is really good. That was just dead as a doornail once I picked it up. And yeah, we'll just skip over. And sadly, all my flowers are dead as well. They were starting to dying after a couple of weeks after I got really sick. But yes, and onto the carrot patch. And again, this is dead as, again, I can grow some grass, but that is about it. I was looking at some things going, oh, is this a carrot? There were a few tiny little carrots that I pulled out not long after I got sick because everything had started dying already, but nothing really substantial to kind of show you. And oh, I thought that was a carrot. I just start going around pulling bits and pieces. Again, we've got some weeds and some other stuff, so I need to get out there. But again, I'm pretty happy, as you can see, that we mulched a lot of the area, so not a lot of stuff has sort of overgrown it, so it will be sort of okay to manage and get back eventually. And then the massive garden bed that we have at the end, again, the olive tree is there that I need to control, so with things that are dropping in there, it's just a little bit crazy. I still need to fix up the paths that are here. We're probably in a really good time to do it now actually, but I just have so much other stuff that's on. I'll just turn you around to show you this was part of the path that I was digging up and putting all the dirt in the beds. I kind of got about 9/10 of the way through. I've just got the last section left, but I probably will just leave it because the rest of the garden, it's flat-ish. It's kind of okay for where it is, but yeah, there is still some little cosmetic things that I need doing, but yeah. So as you can see, it's not good. I'm upset, I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed with myself, but like, being sick it just undid everything for me, and then I just couldn't get back on track, and there were just so many other things to factor on. We've had so many immediate family things having to deal with illnesses and food allergies and issues and other stuff like that. I really had to focus all my time and energy on that. And right now I really need to focus on decluttering the house and really focusing on being frugal with our food and food shopping, because I want to produce some really good content to deliver to help you guys with what's going on with the cost of living. This was just meant to be a fun project. Hasn't cost me anything out of pocket. Anything I had was money I saved from side hustles or vouchers or anything else like that. So it doesn't cost the house anything, it's just my time. So I will be back here, don't panic, because there's lots to do, and I do want to try and get back to it sort of before winter hits, before we basically are just running around in circles like a chicken with my head cut off. But yeah, I'm updating you guys so then we're all at the same level, and you can send me prayers or help. Send help. If anyone's in Adelaide and you're a gardener and you want to do a collab, let me know. Would love to have you here. So I appreciate you so much for watching. Thank you. I know I'm a hot mess. What can I say? Now the wind's kicking up, so that's my time to go. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.